Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I coach people and organizations to play their professional and personal games big. And there was a question on Quora about what firms look for when they hire. And there's a guy who answered it, gave a great answer. Joaquin Pinheiro Candea, uh, who's director of applied machine learning at Facebook. And basically, he said, I look for technical strength and for character. I look for people who are mission driven, comfortable with uncertainty, selfless and collaborative, machine learning hackers, and a strong background. Now, great answer, but I want to dissect it for a little bit because it's so formulaic that it's unworkable. So, strong background. What does that mean? That they've done something similar before. We hire a mix of researchers and engineers. So a strong publication record for researchers and or a history of making one's code available in open source forums that will provide an edge to particular job hunters. Previous hackers, machine learning hackers, selfless and collaborative, comfortable with uncertainty, mission driven. Now, when all is said and done, how do you measure for some of these qualities? Now, I understand how you measure for technical strength because each hiring manager can develop a series of questions that evaluate for technical strength. I got it. Mission driven. No one walks into an interview saying, I'm only in it for me. That I need a clear path for exactly what you want me to do. And I'm a renegade who only cares about myself. How do you evaluate these qualities? Some may say you look for it in the past. I'll simply say past performance doesn't dictate future returns. So I think a lot of this answer is formulaic and unworkable. I think when push comes to shove, what you need to do is come up with a recipe of experiences that you want someone to have had previously. They've worked in organizations that you have respect for. And that's not a guarantee because they could be the worst performer in that organization. Or they could be the best performer in an organization you've never heard of. Having the bias of looking at a background and saying, this is exactly what I'm looking for, closes a door on people who just didn't have that opportunity right out of the box, but have great qualities. So you have to look at secondary things in their background. So using the example from the answer, do they have things in GitHub or in other places where you can look at their commitment to a field to see whether or not they've gone past the 9 to 5, that their passion for this is so strong that they work extra time and it's publicly available for review. You can also look at participation in user groups to see whether or not there's someone who's involved or on the sidelines taking. People who tend to be involved are more committed. You know that. That's what you are, right? And the other stuff is the nonsense of fit that I don't think anyone objectively measures. They come up with the idea that, we want to hire team players. That's the collaborative answer, a part of this answer. No, like I said, no one says, I'm a renegade. I will fight tooth and nail for my ideas and everyone else be damned. Sorry. No one plays Top Gun here and confesses their real behavior. They all talk about being team players and cooperative people, and then you hire them and 6 months later you question your sanity for having picked them because they all know the right thing to say. The fact is, come in hard with what you expect them to do. Scare the bejesus out of them. Have your people that you choose to interview, make them clear about what you want them to assess for, and have them confirm what it is that you're telling them that the expectations are of the group. That's as much as you really can go. If you tell them your expectations for what great performance looks like from you, you can discharge that nonsense about fit because everyone lies. I'm going to tell you point blank, every job hunter lies. Don't believe me? Look at some of your previous hires. They all said the right things to you, and now 6 months, a year later, you have regrets about the fact that you brought them on board, right? Statistics say 7 out of 10 managers regret previous hires that they made. Okay, so it's not unusual, and that's because the system is broken. Like I said, scare them. Make it real clear what your expectations are. Speak with a firmness and a certainty to your tone. Don't be like the nice person who just walks in and says, well, we expect a team environment. And, don't be wishy-washy. Be confident in what you say. Get clear about what your expectations are if you're not sure of them, because you can't expect people to measure up if you can't be clear about what you want them to measure up to. So I think that's a more useful approach about what firms should be looking for when hiring. And like I said, if you don't believe me, keep screening for fit the same way that you're doing. Keep coming up with those same stupid interview questions of tell me about yourself that you keep using. How's that been working for you? I'm Jeff Altman. I'd love to help you with recruiting. Reach out to me. My phone number is 646-374-8656, or email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. Let's figure out a time to speak. If we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/thebiggamehunter. Hope you have a great day. Take care.